Welcome back, you guys. If you've joined us before, you know the routine. We're going to get warmed up first with some monostructural movement, jogging, easy movement, get the body going, get blood pumping, and then we're going to get into some foam rolling and prep. And now, let's really get after it. You'll notice in today's programming we have some items labeled A1 and A2, B1 and B2. And when you have the same letter with a different number, that signifies that we're going to superset the movements. In other words, today we're going to do 3 sets of 10 close grip bench press, superset with 3 sets of 10 weighted hip thrusts. That means we're going to bench press, hip thrust, bench press, hip thrust, bench press, hip thrust. That will be A1 and A2. I'm going to demonstrate options today for people that don't have any of the equipment at home so you know what to do. If you're using a close grip bench press, generally the question I get is how close is close grip? We should go straight out from our shoulders, okay? Ideally, you're lining up somewhere on your fingers with the knurling of the bar if your bar offers that. Otherwise, we're just going to be doing a substituted movement of push-ups today, and let's get into that. So 3 sets of 10. If you don't have any weight to do a bench press, you could also substitute if you have dumbbells or kettlebells to a dual dumbbell or kettlebell bench press. If you don't have a bench, you could do a floor press. So we lie flat on our backs on the floor, and we would be pressing out. No, you'd only be able to come down to here. So it's going to feel a little different, but that's all right. Get comfortable with that new movement. For the rest of us, we're going to do 3 sets of 10 of push-ups. So we need to modify this so that we can hit 10 unbroken reps. If that means go from your knees, that's fine. Or possibly invert your chest up higher. So we're in more of a decline press position. We're pressing like this onto a box. So for most of us, we're going to do 3 sets of 10, some form of push-up, maintain total control. And I want to make sure that we touch our chest every single rep. After the 10 reps of bench press, we're going to rest 90 seconds. That's 1 minute and 30 seconds for math wizards. And then we're going to do a weighted barbell hip thrust. If you don't have a barbell at home, I'm going to show you some other options. So I'm going to demonstrate with a dumbbell, but you could also use no weight if you don't have any. So we're going to get on our butts. We're going to set the weight onto our lat, right on our waistline. Come down here, pull your ankles up to your butt. And we're going to squeeze our glutes and drive into the ground. Notice I don't come up very high. It's not a huge bridge action. So use your hand to hold the dumbbell in place. 1, 2, 3. We're going to complete 10 reps. After those 10 reps, we're going to rest 90 seconds. And then we're going to repeat 2 more times of bench press and hip thrusts. Next, we're going to get into B1 and B2. Today, that's going to be a Pendlay Row and a front squat. Again, I'm going to demonstrate with just a simple kettlebell, something you guys can find laying around the house. You could use a jar or a gallon of water, anything you have available for some weight. For the Pendlay Row, I'm going to hang on to the 2 dumbbell heads, putting it in between me. If you have 2 though, you could use dual dumbbell or dual kettlebell as well. A Pendlay Row, we're going to start totally straight up, and I want to come down to about 45 degrees by pushing my hips back. Once here, we're going to pull our elbows high, bringing the weight towards our belly button. We're not super high up here. Your shoulders should stay down and back in your back pocket. We're going to pull nice smooth tempo on the way down. We should feel this in our mid-back, squeezing our shoulder blades together. After those 10 reps, we'll drop. We're going to rest 90 seconds, and then we're going to get into a front squat. For those of us that don't have a rack or a barbell at home, we're going to substitute this for a goblet squat. We're still going to work on 3 sets of 10, and we're going to control the difficulty with a tempo. So I'm going to use my 5-pound dumbbell I have here today, work through it at 4-second descent for 10 reps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, back up. 2, 3, 4, back up. 2, 3, 4 for 10 reps. Making sure I keep my weight supported up high, chest is up, driving through the legs, squeezing at the top. We're going to complete 3 sets of 10 at both stations with 90 seconds of rest in between each movement. Finally, we're going to wrap up today with as many reps or rounds as possible in 12 minutes of a 200-meter run, 5 slam balls, 5 push-ups. If you don't have a slam ball or access to a ball that you can pick up and slam down, we are instead going to do sumo deadlift high pull. Slam balls are regularly confused with a pulling motion because it comes from the ground, but the real focus on a slam ball is the slam, which is lat activated, so it's actually a pull. So for me, I could use my dumbbell and row high here. We'll do 5 reps and then 5 push-ups. 12 minutes of work, get after it. Congratulations, you made it the whole week. It is Friday, enjoy it. I will see you tomorrow for Saturday. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay human.